Welcome to episode number 380, TeaDB.org. We're back again for the 380th time. You have not gotten rid of us.
You can see my... Dang it. I thought I was going to be hidden. It's like when you're on a Zoom call and you're, like wearing a suit on the top. But
yeah, anyway, this show is going to bring us into middle age, sadly. This is a sad podcast.
We're drinking some Pu'erh.
Yeah, so we're drinking some seasonally inappropriate for the hot weather, but
right.
Hong Kong's a hot place. So get your short shorts on. It's summertime. We're drinking some Hong Kong traditionally stored raw Pu'erh.
Cool.
This tea is sold by Teas We Like. It's a 2001 Red Ribbon, so 21 years old.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. I feel like we've had Red Ribbon at least once, so.
Yeah. What's your favorite type of ribbon? Are you more a red guy?
I'm more of
a yellow.
Yeah, monochromatic, like grayscale ribbons.
Okay, what's the RGB of that?
Yeah, that's a good question, isn't it? Comment below.
Yeah. All the designers are just like, oh,
God, I wanted to avoid work. Cool. So
I'm just being lazy, stacking the rinse with the preheat.
That's good. I want to smell that.
Yeah, get in there.
All right, 21 years young. Yep. The evolution of these teas as they age is just so incredible. And really, yeah. I don't know if this would be possible to make a smell like this out of tea without age.
No, probably not. I mean, also the Hong Kong aging process, very specific, storing the teas in those really humid environment. Yeah, and I believe this tea was actually stored in Malaysia after Hong Kong, so it's kind of your 1-2 punch of places that are much more hot and humid than where we live.
Yeah, smells great, smells clean. Yeah, I'm excited to try this. It smells sweet, earthy, beautiful color.
Just keeping it short to start with, but that looks a little light, so we'll see. We'll see how that is, and we'll see whether we should extend it. Nice clarity on it.
Yeah, it's really
not
good
cloudy
quality.
at all.
Right. And when you say it's light, obviously the coloration is, saturated, but what do you mean by that?
I mean, it's not saturated enough, Denny.
Yeah, so it's not like deep red.
Yeah, deep red. That's what you want, yeah.
It can get there eventually.
Yeah, it will get there next deep.
Okay. Because we go hard on TeaDB.
Yeah. Except when we don't, and then we don't.
Right. That's true. All right, here we go. Cheers. Light, but really sweet to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got that sort of root vegetable sweetness.
Yeah.
I feel like we're so conditioned in our society, I'm not even going to say the West, just generally, to what's sweet or not. It's like something's not sugary. We almost can't identify it in something like this, but it really is quite sweet.
Totally. Yeah, you're right. And I do get that kind of, like you said, root vegetable, kind of almost like a parsnip, a little bit of that earthiness hint that will develop over time here. Ooh, I'll use that. Yum. Also, really tasty to start. Oh, and these are the kind of raws that, for me, it's kind of like drink before bed. So calm.
Very smooth.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here's what we're talking about.
Okay.
So this is about what you would kind of want to expect for. Yeah, we got some white scale.
White background.
Correct word.
Right.
Yeah. So really still wonderful clarity on that. Really nice color coming out that.
Hint of the branchy leaf flavor, but not really like fall or anything like that. Just kind of more like barky.
Yeah.
Yeah, really tasty.
So you said in the past, in the last tea that we had, that's the sort of tea that smells different than it tastes. What do you say about a tea like this? Do you think this tastes and smells similarly or differently?
Off of the first steeping, I feel like this actually smells kind of similarly to what it's tasting like.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think I agree generally.
Yeah. I think we'll see though. I mean, the first one also is probably not as demonstrative of what the bulk of the flavor is going to be.
Yeah, for sure.
It's nice. Yeah, it smells more sweet than garden. So there's like different, earthy is too vague, right? There's like minerally and like rock taste, like our last episode. There's like a gardeny, tomato, nitrogen, like green leaves earthiness. There's like mildewing, sour leaves, fall flavor. And this has like I'm not sure how to describe the earthiness on this. It's not quite tomatoey. It's not that vegetal. Oh, it's good though. Sweet.
All right. Pencil shavings?
It's my rap name. DJ Pencil Shavings.
That's actually pretty good. Yeah.
I have a long list. Oh, man. All right. Cheers.
For me, really heavy into, well, not really heavy. It's more into those root vegetables now as far as the taste. Like definitely some parsnip, carrot sort of stuff going on.
Totally. Oh, it's so good.
How about the cleanliness for this? Because I know that's a concern for a lot of people with Hong Kong store teas.
Yeah, I mean, it tastes really clean to me. I think the quality is quite good there. And we did do 2 rinses. We're gonna do more. We're gonna err on 2 rinses for the show, just to get into the tea more quickly for you guys. But I think you could probably drink the second rinse.
Well, I did 1 rinse. So.
Oh,
there you go.
There you go.
You drank the second rinse.
Yeah. So I think really, I mean, like 0 particulate, just well taken care of tea.
Yeah.
Quite nice.
What about something like the mom test for this?
I'm gonna say this passes the mom test, dude.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, uncommon.
Give this tea a red ribbon. It's got one alright.
It's incredibly sweet. Yeah, very approachable. Harder for me to taste the age. I mean, I know by the profile itself that I know what I'm kind of getting into in terms of age, but it doesn't have any of the funkiness of an older tea or some teas that we've had.
Yeah. How about the strength of this too? Because do you find this to be particularly strong? No.
I mean, it's put it this way, it's not too strong. Some teas we have and it's like, whoa, right? And this one isn't like that. It's well balanced, but it's flavorful certainly. It's not just, to be clear, it doesn't taste weak. You can look at that color. Oh my god. So I mean, yeah, I think brewing it like this, perfect way to brew it. Definitely strong enough. Yeah, my god.
Yeah, getting a really beautiful dark red.
Totally. Yeah, looks like ripe.
Yeah.
Let's do this again. Wow. Okay. And great. And is this a blend?
Oh, probably.
Right.
Yeah.
It looks like it based on the leaves. And when I'm guessing that, folks, just for you at home, if you're looking at the leaves, typically if you see something that's much more homogeneous, the leaf quality looks like the same size, shape, and color. Usually it means the oxidation levels are the same, the sourcing is the same. Not always, of course, especially like wild bush tree, tea, whatever. But yeah, this does have a bit of a. It does look like it's a little bit of a blend. It has more of the pencil shavings on the smell.
Interesting.
I'll see how this tastes.
I think the pencil shavings and the strength of the tea is still picking up. We're still at that ramp up stage. So I think this steep for me, I've just taken 1 sip so far, is the strongest.
Right. Good. And these types of teas, does the age diminish the length that these teas are going to go compared to, let's say, that if you were drinking something like a raw pu'erh that had been sitting for a year, kind of got over the like crazy green flavor and settled down a little bit. What'd you say in terms of longevity in comparison?
I don't think so. At least not significantly. It's always possible it does it a little bit. I think it's possible certain teas can be matured past like their point, and maybe they lose out a bit on just terms of strength and longevity. But I don't know. I haven't really. I think when you're in the West and you're aging tea up here too, you're not really testing that breaking point. You're not really getting over that hump where the tea is overaged. And maybe we'll feel differently in 30 years. But as of now, I don't think you're losing too much by like I think this tea would be just as strong, go just as long in 10 years time if you aged it another 10 years. How are you finding this tea?
This tea is awesome. Much more flavorful.
Getting some mushrooms now.
Yeah, much different set of flavors. Probably someone can screen grab my face and put it on Discord or something, but I was like, whoa! Yeah, I mean, definitely a different profile now. I'd say that one of the cool parts about teas like this is them being so dynamic. But yeah, this tastes quite different. Not abrasive, right? I mean, I think you're right, that mushroom earthiness, much stronger here, almost more minerally too. Quite nice. I love the throughout sweetness of this too. Yeah. This is tasty, and I feel like this kind of a tea. Want to do one more?
Yeah. I thought we might want to cut real fast.
Yum. Let me smell this one more time. Yeah, more funk, umami. Almost like now we're tasting more of the storage. Strangely, it's really interesting.
Yeah. It's getting. This is more like the previous times I've brewed it, where it kind of gets into that stronger mushroom funk. So maybe it just needed a few steeps to open up a bit.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
All good. We're both post food.
Yeah.
You have the tea burps.
As far as like, what about like ultralight? How do you find this?
Oh man, these kinds of teas. I'm just like, so ultralight. I have a titanium Gaiwan, so like I can do this tea properly out in the woods, and I have done teas like this in the woods. I wouldn't just throw this in a pot with a bunch of hot water and hope for the best. It's just kind of a nicer tea.
So it's too nice for ultralight.
It's too nice for grandpa style.
Okay.
And I think also grandpa style wouldn't suit this tea quite as well. I mean, maybe, but so much of the impact of this tea to me is like the kind of punchiness of the flavors from the small amount of leaf and or small amount of liquid they're using. So. Yep,
you heard it here first. Too nice for grandpa.
Yeah. Deal with it, grandpa.
Yeah, it's got to be just mom for this.
And we're even now you can still see these oils coming out.
I know, it's really you'd see that at the top, and unfortunately that's something that probably won't come across on the video. But it's really beautiful.
And it just I think kind of signifies a little bit that this tea is still opening up, and the flavor is getting stronger.
Yeah. So these last two steeps are, I think, pretty strong as far as traditionally stored tea. So it makes me think that this tea, well, you could definitely drink it now. I think it could probably be aged even more.
Totally. Oh my god. There is this incredible upfront sweetness, a little bit of a vegetal vibe now, and then it gets into that kind of like mushroom funky, really earthy flavor profile. I think to your point about it being more strong now, it's kind of leaning into those deeper, bolder notes.
Yeah.
Really tasty, very dynamic. I mean, one of the most noticeable parts about this tea is how much it's changed.
Yeah. Here on TeaDB, we're all about that mushroom funk, so, bring it on.
Yeah, it's actually a genre of music that we play.
Yeah. We got DJ Pencil Shavings out here playing some mushroom funk or mushroom punk.
It just depends on the kind of mood, how much you've been drinking, really.
Depends on the audience. It's not really a mom test sort of group. Yeah, you just have DJ Pencil Shavings has a song just called Mom Test.
Oh, that's really good. We should have like a album art competition or something for. Oh man. Okay. Let's do one more steeping.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
I'm feeling it.
You're into this.
Yeah, I'm feeling really warm. I mean, it's a warm day today, but
Yeah.
how are you? Energy and just yeah.
Yeah, and it feels good. It's very comfortable. Definitely a warming tea. I agree with that. I was going to bring that up as well. Yeah, definitely one that I probably seasonally more appropriate for a cold time season. But, I enjoy these teas year round, so no reason to hold back.
Totally. There's this like, it's not a taste. It's like a physical mouth texture thing where teas they're like almost on that edge of being a little bit like tanniny mouthfeel, kind of like mouth pucker.
Mm-hmm.
And it almost feels like it has a taste. Getting a lot of that. Again, strong upfront sweetness. And then, I'm really enjoying this. I would strongly recommend people to see if they can figure out how to get this. Look at that color. Wow.
Yeah, and this tea, as of the filming of this, I believe is available, so you can check it out over from the folks over at Teas We Like. I forget what the cost is, 150, 170, something like that for a cake, 357 cake. So, for a 6-gram session like this, you're talking about $3, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good. Well, this is a fancy tea. I mean, spending more than a couple bucks on
Too
tea.
fancy for Grandpa, apparently. Yeah.
But this is really good. I would recommend this. Yeah, and like.
Yeah, taking a smell too.
Right.
Yeah, really continuing that mushroom funk.
Get this. That's all I'm gonna say. Strong recommendation from me. It hits all my buttons. Totally. It's got like depth. It's dynamic. It has a bunch of sweetness. It's not kicking me in the ass too hard.
Yeah.
I'm still like feeling it.
So would you say you like this tea more than even like the typical sort of ones we bring on? Like, I know we don't bring this style of tea on all that often, but it's usually a hit when we do. Do you think this tea grades pretty well compared to this?
Well,
Yeah.
I think yes. I think that typically we're having teas that are a bit more bitter and a bit more intense. The teas that we bring on might be old, but still could use, oftentimes could use even more age. I feel like this has hit its sweet spot. I don't think it would diminish in the next 10 years, but I think it's wonderful right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a treat. I mean, getting this profile with the amount of sweetness that we're getting is, I think, a little bit unique. And why I kind of suggested it being passing the Mom test a little bit. Just brilliant. I mean, super tasty. Again, strong recommendation from me.
Yeah.
Really good.
There you go. So, Danny, where can someone find out more about tea? Nowhere.
Oh, man. It has such a strong mushroom flavor. You're so right. That's crazy. It tastes like mycelium. Like if you've ever, it's like in fall and you just like dig up some, I don't know, you're doing some yard work or something like that and get in the earth a little bit. It just has that like, strong mushroom flavor. Really, really good. TeaDB.org. Subscribe to the thing. Do the stuff. Send this to your mom. Send this to your dad. Send this to your grandpa. Have your dog text us.
Yeah, send the TeaDB, but not the T to Grandpa.
Right.
Yeah.
And stick around for next time, and we'll see you guys then.
Cheers.